Cookin, Louisiane with Chef Jay Ducote, sponsored locally by Associated Food Stores and Surefine.
I'm Jay Ducote, and this is Cookin, Louisiane. Today we're taking a trip overseas, all the way to one of my favorite places I've ever traveled, Ireland, and we're going to make an Irish stout beer cheese using my Louisiana molasses mustard. This is great for a party, great for a pub, always good to pass a good time. To make our molasses mustard beer cheese, we're going to start with a blonde roux using Surefine flour and butter. We're also going to add that Surefine milk. And then we use my JD's Louisiana molasses mustard that you can find at most of your Associated Food Stores out there. A nice dark Irish stout. Then we've got horseradish, garlic, salt, and onion powder. Finally, we're going to stir in some cheddar cheese to make that beer cheese really pop. And then we're going to serve it with some nice pretzel bread. Let's get this beer cheese started. Butter. So now that my butter's almost all the way melted, my flour can kind of get spread around the base of this pan. And I want all the butter to incorporate all of that flour. So now that I have that blonde roux in my pan, I'm going in with a quart of milk. And you really ideally want to use milk that is warm, or at least not straight out of the fridge. You want the milk to combine with the roux and not just like immediately drop the temperature of that whole pan. All my other ingredients can start to come together. We've got my JD's Louisiana molasses mustard. It's like a honey mustard, but sweetened with Louisiana cane syrup and molasses instead of honey. Garlic. And to add a little kick, a little horseradish, some onion powder, and we gotta have some salt. Now, should I just drink it all? That's usually what I would do with this. A nice Irish stout. Guess it's gonna go in the beer. I've got more for later. This is for the beer cheese. The rest of the six-pack is for my fridge and later for my taste buds. I want to make sure that I turn the heat off before I add the cheese. Now there's no burner going. And now we can add this cheese. Now it's time to eat. And you can eat this, a lot of people would eat it like fondue, but there we go. Molasses mustard beer cheese. And that's all for this segment of Cookin' Louisiane. You can find more about all of these recipes at cookinlouisiane.com, and you can find all of the great Surefine ingredients and Cajun country rice at your local Associated Food Stores.
Locally supported by Associated Food Stores and these supporting sponsors.